all they could do was to talk about how someone won't win a seat in his political party. I hardly heard him talk about his core mandate of educating, registering, and making sure we have free, fair, and credible election. That's coming from parliamentarian Samuel Iwook. And a parliamentarian superstar East Coast says the People's Parliament UBE issue is really disturbing. Or could these be political? Or good morning, Mr. Speaker, Israelite from ICARE. Well, Israelite, thanks for joining us, and many thanks to parliamentarian Mega Ebu and Samuel Iwook for joining us this morning. And of course, you can also join the conversation, knowing full well that this is the People's Parliament. I'll quickly go back to the motion as a way of giving backgrounds to the information. Now, Peter Obi and Tinubu are currently throwing blames and having some level of verbal spar as to whether or not state funds should be saved. Now, you would recall that Peter Obi has been called a stingy man consistently, and Peter Obi has come out to say, yes, he might be stingy, but he's only stingy with the state funds. He's only stingy doing the right thing. He says he doesn't see any reason why politicians and people in position of power should be stealing from the state's treasury when they can invest that money in the overall best interest of the people. And of course, this response comes after Tinubu said that he's a stingy person and shouldn't be allowed to run government offices. How will you react to the different comments made by the ABC presidential candidate Elijah Ahmed Bola Tinubu and of course the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi? And moving away from that, we still have the issue of PVCs in Akwa Ibom State, which has generated a lot of reactions. Recall last week, some parliamentarians called in from their respective polling units to report that they've had to queue for more than 4 hours, from the morning till the afternoon, before the INEC officials eventually arrived at the polling unit to distribute. And eventually, when they did, for over about 5 hours, only about 10 persons were able to successfully get their PVCs. And going by such slowness in terms of attitude to work and displayed by the INEC officials, it begs for the question as to whether or not Nigerians, the Akwa Ibomites, will be able to collect their PVCs before the expiration of the deadline. And don't forget that as at 6th of January, the INEC has said people can now collect their PVCs at their different wards. So if you're listening right now, you can go to your ward and ensure you get your PVCs if you haven't collected already. And when you get to your ward, also feel free to let us know what is happening at your ward level. This is not just peculiar to Akwa Ibom State, as residents of Lagos, residents of Edet State, and other locales in Nigeria have also reacted to the fact that INEC's processes of distributing the PVC is very slow, and thus has not given the people the opportunity to reclaim their PVCs and prepare for the forthcoming general election. And of course, we already know that INEC has said without the PVC, we all cannot vote. But let's get to welcome more contributions from parliamentarians this morning. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary. Good morning, parliamentarian. Could you please speak up? Welcome.
Has been ordered to be arrested. So I wonder why refusing to go to the court. So I think one of the reasons why the court wants him to be arrested is to refusal to go to court, always giving excuse. So I don't know what is going to happen, or maybe what is the main issue.
All right, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Well, the issue of Pastor Umo Eno, who happens to be the PDP gubernatorial candidate in Akwa Ibom State, as reported by the cable news, is an issue of criminal proceedings that has been concluded, and the verdict has been given. But the court has ordered for his presence, for his arrest, so that he can be in court for the verdict to be given to him in person. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker.
Good morning, parliamentarian.
Good Good morning, all the parliamentarians. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year to you. Go ahead. You have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, this morning, my phone is taken from your pleasure.
Your name and and where you're calling from.
My name is Captain. I'm calling from the
All right, go ahead.
Under arrest by court, Umo Eno. I want to say that it is high time the PDP candidate, by the person of Umo Eno, should respect court order and also respect the courts of Nigeria. When they need it or when they fight it, we should humbly go to the court for peace, unity, and for respect. For me, I believe that the reason that the court ordered the arrest is for one or refusing to attend or to go to the court. So I want him to go and receive what or listen to what the court will say. That's for me. Back to Akwa Ibom, I want to say that our government, His Excellency, we don't have the signing 81 forces to all the chapter. I want to say that I don't know whether party money or the state money. If it is the state money, it is very wrong that the rich are crying that every day they are protesting to protest for their entitlement, for their big money. Then up to now, our doctor are not able to the money is coming out now for the government to buy 51 points to assist on the chapter. It's not that the government is the decline of the people, not only the decline of the party. Because it is a government of Akwa Ibom State. It's government of PDP. APC are still in Akwa Ibom State. PDP are still in Akwa Ibom State. APC are still in Akwa Ibom State. All those people are Akwa Ibom people. So what are we saying? If the government for something the PDP, what about other people that vote for him that they don't have party? There are some people that vote for him, they don't have party, they don't belong to any party. So we need to do the we need to do the truth. We are not promising on that all the projects that will be completed. What are we saying? How many months is left? Instead of him to use the money in some of the projects, and now they are going to the right center. So the governor, in due respect to him, needs to do the people by sending the retirees and other projects. So we have that the first I think.
Many thanks for joining us, parliamentarian. Of course, the issue of retired primary school teachers has consistently been on the front burner. And quite some people have continued to react to the fact that 31 buses, brand new buses, estimatedly to course at 40 million naira, reportedly costing at 40 million naira each, was given to the People's Democratic Party when the governor visited the party. And of course, during that visit, you recall, he was soliciting support from the stakeholders of the party to ensure that they return the PDP at the national level and the state level in the forthcoming general elections 2023. And he has raised a lot of questions as to what if that money should have been channeled to pay the retired primary school teachers and their next of kin who have consistently been crying to the Akwa Ibom state government for their entitlement and emolument that has run into millions of naira that needs to be sorted out. But of course, we'll take a pause here and head out to bring you the news on the hour of 9. When we come back, we'll continue with the discuss on the floor of the House. Please stay with us.
experience the best of Ibom Air as we bring you to your loved ones right on time. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. From all of us at Ibom Air.
Can I have your attention, please? Ever wondered how to get your business, events, products and services to the desired audience at an unbelievably fair price? Well, here it is. Advertise on Spectrum TV, Star Times Channel 136 and reap the rewards of a great reach and the attendant returns on investment. Call Spectrum TV now on 0701 896 8395 0703 803 6732 or 0704 454 6366. Spectrum TV, broadening your horizon.
Before, when I call my guy, before I talk, my man, how far? I go here.
You have less than 1 minute for your call.
Auto waiting, but with Edet double, now steady relating.
My guy, house, our area, our everything.
Stay connected for longer with the Airtel Double plan that gives you 70 minutes talk time plus 3 gigabytes data for just 1,000 naira. Dial *141#. Select my area now. Airtel, the smartphone network.
They are the geniuses, the legends. They are the conquerors of our world, achieving feats larger than life, and leaving us motivating peers to excel in all our chosen paths like they did before us. People in History, your 1-hour detailed documentary on the life and times of great heroes and heroines.
The Bible says there's pleasure in sin for a season.
Eddie and Jean, who later became the Peach.
Dr. Alex Ekweme is outstandingly brilliant. He's very patriotic and very loyal.
Comes your way every Mondays, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. You can listen to any past episode of People in History just by logging on to our website, www.planet101fm.ng, and click on our podcast to listen to the past episodes. People in History, exclusive to Planet 101.1 FM. Attention, please. This is a boarding call for all intending passengers on Ibom Air Flight 101.1, departing for Planet FM. Flight time is Thursday, 4 p.m. Please proceed to check-in.
To come on board this flight, tune in to Planet 101.1 FM every Thursday at 4 p.m. to be a part of the program. Touchdown Thursday with Ibom Air. This half-hour program is highly interactive and informative, with phone-in sessions and live stream on our social media pages. Fun trivia games with loads of exciting prizes to be won. Touchdown Thursday with Ibom Air is a public enlightenment program designed to curb misinformation about Ibom Air's modus operandi and receive customers' feedback. This program is in partnership with TAF Media Group.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. Cabin crew, you may now commence your in-flight duties.
We're sure that we can. You feel fine with love. You come
You fit to buy your phone today and you go pay later. iPhones today, both new ones and not don't use the ones. Samsung phones today, Tecno, Itel, Oppo, Infinix, Redmi, Nokia, and other latest phones and accessories, music box, laptop, liquid screen guard for to protect your phone from breakage. They repair phones, so both software and hardware with the home delivery services within your Divine Go Communication for anything will concern phones and accessories. yes, you myself you join to confirm divine Ugo communication. Them day for number 1 Ikotepini Road, opposite Ibom Plaza, Uyo Akwa Ibom State, or make you call 080-680-93884 or 090-923-12971. Our shop they open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. from Monday go reach Saturday.
Live on radio, and the number to call is 0902 223 1011 or 0817 624 8565. That will take you straight to the floor of the house this morning. We'll be trying to establish contact with people. Where are the venue? Hello, good morning. We'll be trying to connect them, and of course, once we're able to do that, we'll talk with the people who were at the venue of the NNPC mega filling station yesterday to ascertain what actually really did transpire between them and the operators of the mega filling station in Akwa Ibom State. And of course, in case you're just joining us, there are 4 motions on the floor of the House, and the first motion, we're talking about the NNPC mega filling station reportedly hit fuel in the wake of the weekend. And of course, they choose and prefer to sell overnight to black marketers at the detriment of motorists. So as we connect, we'll be having that conversation this morning. And of course, we'll move away from that to Nigerians who are seeking better ways for the distribution of PVCs across the nation. How do you feel about the fact that INEC seems to be very slow in the process of ensuring that Nigerians might get their PVC? Hello, good morning. All right, you're live on the People's Parliament on Planet Radio. What's your name? All right, go ahead. Okay, can you tell us what happened at the mega filling station yesterday? Yes, I can hear you. So what explanation did the mega station official give for refusing to sell fuel to motorists and instead selling to black marketers? All right, thank you very much this morning. We'll definitely reach out to the mega filling station authorities and find out why that had to be the situation. All right, thank you very much for joining us this morning on the floor of the House. All right, Akwa Ibomites talking about the mega filling station where they feel that has been brought in was hoarded and sold only to black marketers at the detriment of the motorists who are people who truly needed this fuel, probably to ensure that they get to work on time today, to head to the churches yesterday, and the different activities that motorists are involved in, and of course even public transporters who are dependent on fuel to be able to ply their trade, keep their excess fuel at a federal government NNPC mega station here in Akwa Ibom State. We'll definitely try reaching out to the authorities to verify and find out why they would choose to sell to black marketers at the detriment of the other motorists and people who truly needed the fuel. Getting back to our Facebook page, we have a parliamentarian Umo Morgan who says the PVC collection process in Odot area of Nsratai is awesome. Warrant of arrest for Eno of the people. Okay, have to skip that comment. It goes against our standing rules of the House and the comments that parliamentarians are supposed to make. So I'm going to skip that. And please, let's be properly guided on the things that we put up as part of our contributions on the floor of the House. Parliamentarian Uzo Francis Namani says, Uzo Francis Namani, watching live from Amakunza in Enugu State. Good morning, Mr. Speaker. The INEC should engage more personnel. Take these PVCs to various political wards and communities for easy distributions and collections. Otherwise, so many Nigerians will be disenfranchised during the forthcoming polls. May God help us. Uzo Francis Namani from Amakunze. Very much appreciate you for joining us, Parliamentarian Uzo Francis. Parliamentarian Utitofon Johnson says, Umo Eno, what God cannot do does not exist. And that's coming from Parliamentarian Utitofon Johnson. In case you just joined us, this is the People's Parliament, live on Planet Radio 101.1 FM. We just had conversation with motorists who reported that the mega filling station in Akwa Ibom State, fuel was hoarded and sold to black marketers at the detriment of transporters, commuters, and motorists. And we'll get to find out why that was so. We're also talking about the collection of PVCs in Nigeria, Akwa Ibom State inclusive, where the Nigerian people are calling for a better way to ensure that people actually get to access their PVC in preparation for the forthcoming general election. Abuja Chief Magistrate Emmanuel Ayanna issues a warrant of arrest for Akwa Ibom PDP gubernatorial candidate Umo Eno over cases, and of course the essence of that is to ensure that he appears in court to hear the court verdict on the criminal case involving him and another. And of course, moving away from that, there is a back and forth debate and argument between the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi and of course the APC presidential candidate in the person of Tinubu. And of course the issue borders on the saving of the state fund, while Atiku Abubakar, or rather Peter Obi, says he enjoys saving the state funds and ensuring that he does best to invest in the overall best interest of the people. On the other hand, the APC presidential candidate, Laji Ahmed Bola Tinubu, has said that such measures is tantamount to stinginess, which does not in any way move in the overall best interest of the people. Let us know how you feel on the different motions on the floor of the House, and also give a situation report on things happening within your locality. And you can do all of this by joining us on our verified Facebook page at Planet Radio 101.1 FM. Yo, let's get to hear more from parliamentarians this morning. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Hello, Mr. Sugar, good morning.
Good morning, parliamentarian.
Thank you so much for picking my call. The guy that called you last week complaining that the INEC officials who were supposed to be at the designated center to issue out supporters to the people, they like coming to centers very late. And I'm talking to you now. In my center, we are very many, and none of them. I have dropped a message or video WhatsApp page. None of them are here, but so many people came. So many of them they are gone. And so many are still here. And they are not here up till now. And I know the complaining that people are not going out to get their PVCs. But the rest, we are here, waiting patiently, hoping they will come out so that those that want to come here and get their PVCs and go back. Some of them, they came and they said, how on earth do they want us to do this? And the picture is at the corner. The speaker, please direct the attention of the INEC officials to where we are and because of going on up to now, this after 9. They are not there. People are going to prison. This is our problem.
All right, thank you very much. Like I told us last week, we're anticipating the presence of Mr. Odaro, one of INEC's top officials in Akwa Ibom State. But unfortunately, for some reasons and other engagement within the INEC, he said he cannot make it today, but we will reschedule that meeting when I speak with him later this afternoon to ensure that he comes in and, of course, get to answer the different questions and tell the Akwa Ibomites why the collection of PVCs, not just in Akwa Ibom, but other parts of Nigeria, seems to be very slow, and what measures INEC is putting in place to ensure that they ensure every person who had registered gets to collect their PVC before the expiration of the distribution of the PVCs. If it needs some extra time, they will be able to tell us. And of course, that's what Akwa Ibomites would want to hear. So please keep us updated on what is happening around your locality. And of course, particularly as concerns fuel hike and the collection of PVC. Akwa Ibomites are still waiting to hear what Mr. Etefia, this is on petroleum matters to His Excellency Governor Emmanuel, will tell Akwa Ibomites, still waiting for him after he issued his press release. So let us know the situation on fuel prices in your area this morning. Let us know what is happening at your designated unit. And of course, we know that INEC has said from 6th of January, people can get it at their unit. So are you at your unit at this point? INEC officials at their respective duty posts? Is the distribution ongoing? What is the pace of giving out the PVCs to the people? Let us know those information. Going back to our Facebook page, Parliamentarian Broadjon says the People's Parliament, NNPC hoarding fuel is indeed corruption, hence the need for authorities to stop these menace, saying the federal government claimed that there is enough fuel to cater the needs of Nigerians. With a huge amount of funding for INEC, yet they prefer to stress Nigerians in collection of their PVCs when they have the ability to dispatch these PVCs to owners at their respective doorsteps in this technological era. If the rest weren't enough for Pastor Umo Eno, then he has to bow to the music because no one is above the law. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Good morning.
Yes, welcome. Welcome. Go ahead.
I want to correct the impression of that young man which was called to complain that I never official are not here. Are you there?
Yes, I can hear you. All right, please call us back and tell us exactly your word and your unit so you do not try to attack another parliamentarian when you're not at the same unit like he is. Parliamentarian Henry Uwa says, good morning, Mr. Speaker. The warrant arrest issue against Pastor Umo Eno is quite laughable. Sometimes I wonder who created this country. How can a magistrate court issue an arrest warrant over a case that is in the High Court? By the way, why is the warrant issued on the 23rd of December and we're just getting to see it today? In fact, there is something fundamentally wrong with this Nigeria. Thank you. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary. Hello, good morning. Sorry, we seem to have some network challenges there, but please try and connect us back and let us know what you feel about the respective motion. Going back to our Facebook page, Parliamentarian Utitofon Johnson says, good morning, Mr. Speaker. Why will they order for his arrest? I think he's the governor's preferred successor. He's right person for Akwa Ibom. Make I laugh small. All right, that's coming from Parliamentarian Utitofon Johnson. And Parliamentarian Frank Chris Sr. says the People's Parliament, Mr. Speaker, the problem of this country is corruption. We are facing a situation where the leaders are either so corrupt themselves or so insensitive, reluctant and very self-seeking to the point of not being able to care for the welfare of the common people. Mr. Speaker, it's a surprise that the government cannot effect positive change and cannot even curb those who want to worsen the current situation. Mr. Speaker, my earnest anticipation now is the conclusion of this bunch of corrupt administration and the person that would succeed them both in the state and federal, because it's obvious there is nothing this administration can offer us again than hunger and headache. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Speaker.
Good morning, Parliamentarian.
Good morning. Edet in the studio. My name is Innocent, calling from Oyo.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, my comment goes for that warrant arrest for PDP gubernatorial candidate, that's Pastor Umo Eno. I want to say, if that is the case, you should go and answer, all these, when you give warrant arrest and you don't go, just let TV stand is clean. You should go and answer. And stop being hyped. You should go and answer. Anybody that warrants arrest, anybody, any person that's involved, you should go and answer. Like other people that God. So if they call him to come, he should appear. He should not be dodging up and down, because I've been hearing his case that he's not going to corrupt. He should go and answer.
All right, thank you for joining us. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary. All right, your second take briefly, please.
Don't just look at them. Because people are saying that when you look at them, don't worry, there's no way to go and do good. And it's the process now. I just want to tell people now. The process now that you want to use it, you will have to do it. If you like it or not, you will go for those people. You don't ask people when they are buying from their hands, either you are from PVC or you are from PVC or you are from the bomb or you are from one people. There is the underground now, through the two parties, both the owner and the owner are buying, you want to ask, you don't want to send you, to surprise you on that day. Thank you for asking.
All right, thank you for joining us. In terms of vote buying and harvesting of the VIN number and PVCs, well, INEC have categorically stated that those people buying votes will be prosecuted. They will be arrested and prosecuted. So if you're selling your vote or involved in buying of votes, be rest assured that the long arm of the law will definitely most catch up with you, and that I know will be a message of cry too late to be remedied. So ensure that you do not sell your PVC under whatever guise of promise and entitlement, promise empowerment, or whatever promises the politicians come to you. Keep your PVC and ensure that you vote your conscience in the forthcoming general elections, because if you do not, well, the Lord's waiting for you. And of course, you will also be part of the problem by Nigeria and Akwa Ibom State is not having the crop of trusted politicians and leaders as we get towards the rest of the years. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Yes. Good morning.
Welcome.
Thank you, Sir. And I'm very sorry for always calling you madam. I thought you were even a woman. I'm very sorry.
It's okay.
Thank you. I want calling on the PVC candidate to show up in their iPhone. I think even issuing that warrant of arrest is because of the man has got show up. And these are the things, anytime they arrest him now, they will shout. If a political person in the ACC wants to do all those things, but the God are asking him now, come up, show up, come and answer this question. The man is deceiving, and he doesn't want to do, because the skeleton in his cupboard. Let him continue to on his discussion. And they think that one thing people will not call for your arrest. For putting out money to facilities, and they believe civil servants to suffer is the issue that person says. My governor always pay attention to things that doesn't bother people. Things that the work of saying, common citizens of Akwa Ibom State. The civil servants are crying. The pensioners are crying. Most of the workers are crying. Some of them, I can remember when somebody was in the other station and they said, it is federal government are owing. Why state government are not owing? And then you look at the person that is telling you can ask, you don't know. And civil servants or the senior around you, know the strength of the civil servant. You don't understand how the worker is crying, how the worker is asking questions. So when you look at things like this, you have to ask questions. So I beg the governor to pay attention to things and other people.
All right, wrap up, please.
Our people.
Thank you very much for joining us. I'm sure that His Excellency Governor Emmanuel has heard the cry for the government to clear the bad luck of the retired primary school teachers has been consistently ongoing for a very long time, and we're still hoping as a crowd of people that answers will be given. Back to our Facebook page, parliamentarian Ekemini says, "Good morning, Mr. Speaker. God will help us." All right, indeed, God will help us, but we must help ourselves. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Mr. Speaker, it was a calling by the guy that just told that the other officials are not yet right. I think it's nothing but the truth. I don't know what I wanted to say, but I don't think we need very unit.
Yes, so help us, please. Which unit are you right now?
We are unit 11.
All right, Unit 11. Thank you very much. So when he calls back, I'm hoping he calls back to tell us the situation at his own unit so we can also know. I said thank you for the information. We are waiting for him to call back so he can tell us which unit he is in and the situation there as well. All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Going back to our Facebook page, parliamentarian Hope Umo Jr. Says if the NNPC is doing this and nobody is complaining, then those in charge of monitoring are involved in these cruel acts. I watched a video where Umo Eno openly told people that he wasn't going to be arrested. I wonder who to believe. If a judicial system was dependable, none of these candidates with cases in court should stand for election because they're okay. I have to skip that comment. You can't say they're all guilty because nobody is guilty until proven so by a court of competent jurisdiction. At this point in time, we'll take a quick pause and head out to bring you a few commercial breaks. And when we come back, People's Parliament will continue. Stay with us, please.
This festive season on Top Go TV, everybody go shine well because na bumper time with this. So to flex this season, when you renew your subscription, you go get free upgrade. Go the next higher package for better entertainment. Where shoppers sharply dial *288# to enjoy upgrade this bumper season with Go TV. Go TV, love it.
Doctor, Mr. Isaac's current predicament has nothing to do with the food he ate at Iyabasira's Buka?
No, it doesn't, Barrister. The test shows that his reactions are caused by some food allergies he isn't aware of. Some people here ate that food, but they don't have any pains or running stomach.
Yes. The food sweet, so I chop extra. Isn't this similar to taking the COVID-19 vaccine?
Exactly. Reactions after getting the COVID-19 vaccine can vary from person to person. The reactions are usually mild and would clear after 1 or 2 days. Most people have no reactions at all, so there isn't anything wrong with the vaccine. It's just how your body reacts to it.
What is it going to be? Would you avoid taking the vaccine because of the reactions? Or would you do it for love? Protect yourself, family, friends, and community from COVID-19. Get vaccinated sharply.
Do it for love.
Do it for love.
Do it for love.
Ujai ya fufu ngome se. Papa se mimi. Papa, ayi mimi nsiru ya bibi uti wuro wo ipa. Ngonje betuburo rionge se kenje uta nkombore. Papa, eto radio mo kutoburo. Me mananje mejem. Papa nsiru ntom. Ujai, so for utum TAF Media Group. Monsignor Planet Radio 101.1 FM. Me Spectrum TV. ASU Fam Radio. Papa, amo si memo. Nsiru so di sanyem. Ujai says your tension 102.7 FM edi. Ke tension 102.7 FM. Okay npo. En kiko irnwaji mbon kontipe. Neme bora. Mbrikpa. Mbinga mekwo. Okay npo. Ade kiko irnwaji. Oh, Papa, how does a radio yabi ya umaidem? I'm leaving memo. Oh, mono kwa ibom. Ayini ko pomposi tientumo pa. Swadi. Ebe ngidem. Tension 102.7 FM. Ekene tang.
Before, when I call my guy, before I talk, my man, how far? I go here.
You have less than 1 minute for your call.
Auto waiting, but with Edet double. Now steady relating.
My guy. Oh, our area. Our everything. Stay connected for longer with the Airtel double plan that gives you 70 minutes talk time plus 3 gigabytes data for just 1,000 naira. Dial *141#. Select my area now.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
The People's Parliament is brought to you courtesy of JIA Outdoor Services. JIA Outdoor Services, a member of the Mbarakas Group, owns and manages billboards and advertising services in and outside Akwa Ibom State. Why not visit them today or call this number 0803-741-2340. JIA Outdoor Services, a member of the Mbarakas Group.
Reportedly held field between Akwa Ibom State rather over the weekend preferred to sell to black marketers at the detriment of motorists. Nigerians seek better ways for PVCs distribution across the respective states as the deadline draws near, with many yet to collect theirs despite days of queuing at INEC offices. Abuja Chief Magistrate Emmanuel Ayanna issues warrant of arrest for Akwa Ibom PDP gubernatorial candidate Umo Eno, and Peter Obi Tinubu disagrees over saving of state funds. Join the conversation on 0902-223-1011 or 0817-624-8565. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Good morning, sir.
All right, welcome, parliamentarian.
Okay. I'm going to read today the message I'm hearing. Is it possible of arrest? And what are the police doing? Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm sure that question cannot be answered by me, but rather by somebody from the court. Well, the warrant of arrest has been issued, reported by the court, and we'll wait to see what the outcome of that will be, and is reportedly meant for his appearance today. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary. Hello, good morning. Yes, good morning, parliamentarian. Please speak up so we can hear you. All right.
I don't want to correct the impression that INEC official normally catch about 10. Hello?
Yes, I'm with you.
I said I don't want to correct the impression that INEC official normally catch about 10.
Which INEC official gave you that directive, please? Sorry? All right, I don't know where you get that information from, but we know from the authorities of INEC that they're supposed to resume just like every normal civil servant, and at the highest 9 o'clock, INEC officials should be at their respective duty posts, and we are talking almost 10 a.m. as it now. So I don't know where you got your information to. Please verify before you try to speak on behalf of the representative of the electoral body. Well, going back to our Facebook page, we still have a lot of comments to be taken this morning. Parliamentarian Idarisat in Newham says, good morning, Mr. Speaker. Good morning, Mr. Utitofon Morgan and all parliamentarians. Mr. Speaker, I think INEC should try sending those PVCs to different wards so that it will be possible for people to collect them. Well, as at 6th of January, the collection of PVCs had been taken to the ward level, reportedly, or was meant to be taken to the ward level. So if you visit your ward and INEC officials are not yet on site or are not there to distribute, please let us know, because we know as far as the INEC statement is concerned, from the 6th of January, the collection of PVCs rather had been taken down to the ward level so that people can actually get access to collect their PVC. Please, Mr. Speaker, if Chief Magistrate issues out arrest warrant to arrest PDP candidate, that we have been received by many pastors. can't understand the statement. Okay, so I'll pass there. I think this not a good reputation at all. I'm just ashamed of this. Now our leaders have turned politics in Akwa Ibom State to home of offense. May God see us through. Thank you for having me. Thank you for joining us. Either I said I'd like for you to be specific in your comments so that we can get to understand where you are coming from. Many thanks for joining us. Parliamentarian Hope Umo Eno says if the NNPC is doing this and nobody's complaining, okay? Parliamentarian, all right, this is from a different person. Then those in charge of monitoring are involved in this cruel act. Okay, it's a repeat comment, please. So we'll have to keep taking that and make way for other parliamentarians. Parliamentarian Elisha Asuko says, good morning, Mr. Speaker. I'm Elisha Asuko from Ifeanyi Osoko in Iran. I want to commend INEC for taking the PVC to the ward levels for distribution. On my own angle, I'm also, as an individual, educating people within my ward to go and get their PVC. Very well said. That is the first information telling us that at the ward level, INEC has actually taken the distribution of PVCs down. So please, wherever you are, wherever your ward is, visit. If you had registered for the 2023 general elections, and of course, to get your PVC, go and get it so that you will have your PVC and you will get to vote the candidate of your choice in the forthcoming general elections. Parliamentarian Greatness Emmanuel says there is no hiding place. Umo Eno will pay for his crimes sooner than later. There is no hiding place. Umo Eno will pay for his crimes sooner or later. Well, only the court will determine what happens. Parliamentarian Godwin Etum says, good morning, Mr. Speaker. I collected my PVC on Thursday, and the process is very free and stress-free as well. But so many PVCs are yet to be collected due to lack of information. I think more information should be sent across for people to be aware, although some folks are demanding 200 naira from the people. Oh. Okay, Parliamentarian Godwin Etum, please let us know who are the folks demanding money from the people and what is the demand for money for? Is it for so that you can get your PVC or so that they can fast track finding your own PVCs, or from people who are not even members of the electoral body? Please let us know specific information about your claim, as this will help guide us in knowing what to do. I very much appreciate you and congratulations for getting your PVCs. Now you're ready to vote in the forthcoming general elections. And of course, that's the way to go as we all move and look up to ensuring that we elect leaders who will have our overall interest at heart. Going back still on the Facebook page before I continue, in case you just joined us, we have just a couple of more minutes to call it a wrap on the floor of the House. We're talking the hoarding of fuel by NNPC mega filling station, as reported by some of our Akwa Ibom residents, motorists particularly, where they decided to sell the fuel to the night black marketers instead of selling it to motorists. And Nigerians are seeking better ways for the distribution of PVCs as the deadline for the collection draws near. And it's also very important to remind you consistently that as it stands, starting from the 6th of January 2023, INEC had taken the distribution of PVCs to the ward level. So go to your ward, go ask for your PVC, and when you get your PVC, keep it safe, do not sell or give the VI number out for whatever reason, under whatever guise that politicians and agents of politicians who obviously do not want your interest or do not have your interest at heart will be coming. And of course, we also have Abuja magistrate who said that issued a warrant arrest for Akwa Ibom PDP gubernatorial candidate and the trade game between Peter Obi and Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary. Good morning. Can you please speak up, parliamentarian? Yes, good morning. Welcome. Your name and where you're calling from? All right, go ahead. Congratulations. All right, thank you very much for joining us. Going to Abuja will definitely cause a whole lot. But we'll stay in touch and find out what's happening. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, good morning, parliamentarian. Welcome.
Yes, this is Godwin. The guy who raised the comment on Facebook.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, it's okay. I collected my PVC on Thursday, and it was in my ward. That is ward 17. That is unit 17, ward 2 with the Ibom. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I got there, because it was around 12, I arrived there. So some guys that were working with the INEC staff or official demanded 200 and said that I was supposed to go and meet the woman at what do they call it now, at Science School. That is somewhere far from my village. So it was they told me that they directed the woman to come down to the ward. So it was their transfer that they paid for the woman to come to the ward. So the money that they demanded was for them to give to the woman to pay back like her transport. So although I did not pay because there is no way I heard an announcement that we were to pay money. So I did not pay. So although some people paid though, some people paid. So that's that.
Okay, so some people paid and others did not, including yourself.
I did not pay and some people too did not pay. Like they were collecting from the people that are maybe victim of circumstances, I may say.
All right, thank you very much. We appreciate that information and will definitely help us. Thank you so much.
Sorry.
Okay, so the issue of collecting money from people just to get... All right, good morning. Welcome to the plenary. Hello, good morning. All right, could you please speak up, parliamentarian? I'm sorry, I have to let you go. I can hardly hear you, and I'm sure parliamentarians can hear you. Please, parliamentarian Akimini Bomabasi, try and connect us back. Maybe it's a nature of network reception here and there. But we would like to get to hear your thought this morning. Parliamentarian Noye Idiong on a Facebook page says, the People's Parliament, good morning, parliamentarians. I'm happy new week to you all. I thought issue of Abuja Chief Magistrate issuing warrant of arrest in Akwa Ibom PDP gubernatorial candidate Pastor Umo Eno. People say that it is not true. And how come that is on the People's Parliament headlines today? Please, I need more clarification on these issues so that I know who to believe. To me, if really that INEC want more Nigerians to collect their PVCs before the deadline, then they have to recruit indigents from different villages that make up the polling unit wards and local government across the state of the Federation to work with them and issue out the PVC to the owners. And this PVC collection should be taken to ward polling units and local government level so that he will be closer to the masses. And if it is true that NNPC in the state is only selling fuel to black marketers overnight, then their manager needs to be arrested and dealt with. That's coming from Parliamentarian Noye Idiong. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker, and good morning, all parliamentarians. God be with you, my speaker there. This is David Akwa calling from Utitofon.
Welcome.
I want to speak on the issue of using the bit of I want to say that there are those who were even furnish the money in the state. Even owing much without doing two things that they should have done. It is not the case of accusing somebody of saving money. P2B is the status of majority and allowing the money to remain for the incoming assassin. You should leave P2B. Thank you.
All right, thank you for joining us this morning. Really appreciate you. And yes, some more comments still on a Facebook page. Okay, let me take this call. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary. Hello, good morning. Yes, Parliamentarian Akimini Bomabasi. Welcome back.
God bless you. God bless all the parliamentarians and that generation.
Amen. Bless you too.
Yeah, on my point, the problem we are having globally. Function of certain like the server. You know that there are times the server can need most of the function. So that's why I said, let's just call on God to help us solve the problem we are having. So the problem has been so much from fear to this and bad governance here and there. You know, and it's a very sad thing. For the first time, I've never seen before that enough type of people provide more than 300. That's sort of a God thing. People carry Bible, carry titles, and you're surprised. Most of this petroleum on a they belong to different schools of worship, and they say, guys, even their leaders, they know that these people are frustrating the people. But they are saying they are guys, and everything, they are place of God. That's for church. True church is you and me when we obey God. What we call church is not church. It's not the building in the church. It's you and I when we do the will of God. That's why Jesus said, I will build my church, and the gate of hell shall not prevail against it. Not a building. The people of this interpreted community, because that's what people are suffering. Because people have used the mask and then go a different way. When God came and showed us the true thing through Jesus, and we are practicing a different thing, that's why you see a lot of corruption and malfunctioning of things, because the system has collapsed. God is waiting for few who will come out and say, no, it should be this way.
All right, wrap up, please.
I'm telling you, even better, that they're not even be able to say, but God, where we trust on and believe on, I will solve the problem for us. This afternoon, you go on. Let us return back to our Creator and solve our problem.
God bless you too. Many thanks for joining us. And of course, we have just a couple more minutes to entertain more contributions from parliamentarians this morning before we call it a wrap on the 6th plenary session live on radio. Hello, welcome to the plenary. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Speaker.
Good morning, parliamentarian.
Good to have you this morning. I'm Emmanuel.
Welcome, parliamentarian.
I want to comment on the donation of 140 to all the chapters of the city. Mr. President, Mr. Speaker, it is not welcome at all. Why must our government make the important thing the people that are suffering? Look at the gratuity. Our government refused to pay the gratuity to the reserve. I want to comment on the warrant of arrest issued by magistrate judge. Those people that broke the law, the PVC candidates from commit himself and obey the court. If it says there is a warrant of arrest, he must commit himself from arrest. Mr. Speaker, I want to call on the INEC officials to be committed to that their work, so that any people go to their students and college the people. Thank you for having me, Mr. Speaker. I think the government are very good, and the God help us to have a good person, a good candidate that will be able to listen to the cry of Akwa Ibom. Thank you for having me this morning, Mr. Speaker.
Many thanks for joining us, Parliamentarian Emmanuel. And of course, the issue will keep coming until we all get to do something about it. And yes, fuel has been a challenge. INEC distribution of PVCs has also been a case on the front burner, but I'm happy to know that at some designation point, different wards, some parliamentarians have called in, they've had a hitch-free collection of their PVCs. And of course, apart from the parliamentarian alleged that some persons were acting on their own, not agents of INEC, allegedly collecting money, demanding money from people, then it is good and fair to say that some locations INEC are doing their best, while we still have one of few hitches here and there. And we hope that INEC will do the needful and clear out all of those hitches so that we can have a same free distribution of our PVCs. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Hello, my name is...
Your name is what?
Joseph, I'm a tenant.
All right, welcome, Parliamentarian Joseph. You have the floor.
Yeah. Please, I want to ask, but I want to collect my PVC, but there's no place to collect the PVC.
All right, parliamentarian Joseph, go to your ward in 18 and local government.
I've got there, but they have not yet distributed the PVC.
Is there no INEC official at your ward?
They have got there, but they are renovating the place.
They are renovating the place, so no INEC official is there.
I've asked them, they said it's not yet out.
All right, we'll take that up. Thank you very much for coming to us this morning. Yes, in case you just joined us, this is still the People's Parliament, live on Planet Radio 101.1 FM with you. And of course, we are gradually getting to the end of our discuss this morning. In case you just joined us, our conversation has been on the herding of fuel by the NNPC mega fueling station in Akwa Ibom State, where they prefer to sell fuel to black marketers at the detriment of motorists. We also talked about Nigerians who are seeking more ways for better ways for distribution of PVCs across Nigeria, as the deadline issued by INEC draws closer, and Nigerians being very excited about going to get their PVCs. And we've heard from parliamentarians this morning at some locations in Akwa Ibom State, the collection exercise is seamless and free, and of course at other places we still have pockets of issues and challenges here and there that we believe once we have the INEC official, we'll be able to find out and, of course, hear from them what measures and modalities they're putting in place to ensure that Nigerians, Akwa do not get disenfranchised. We also had on our motion this morning the warrant of arrest issued reportedly by the Abuja Chief Magistrate Court, Emmanuel Ayanna, on the PDP gubernatorial candidate in Akwa Ibom State in the person of Pastor Umo Eno. And also the conversation going back and forth between Peter Obi of the Labour Party and Tinubu of the APC, where they are disagreeing over savings of state funds. You still have a couple more minutes to join the conversation on 0902-223-1011 or 017-624-8565 to tell us how you feel about the respective motions on the floor of the House and what is the situation at your unit, where you as at this point are entitled to go get your PVC if you had registered for it. Let us know those information as we work together to ensure we have a better society. Parliamentarian Sebastian Jones on our Facebook page says, good morning, Mr. Speaker. Please help tell the INEC chairman that 90% of YPP supporters in Nsidibom have not seen their voters' card. It is only the PDP supporters that are seeing. Okay. Now, this is very indicting. How sure? Please, Parliamentarian Sebastian Jones, I'd like for you to reach out to me personally. Let's get to verify this claim, because it's not possible for INEC to sit down and know who the PDP supporters and the YPP supporters or the APC supporters or ADC or NNPC supporters are, to then begin to know which, voters card are issued out. And INEC has told us that all the voters card are ready. So as long as those people did register, the voters card are ready and should be distributed. So please reach out to me on a private message on 090-7787-1987. Let's get to talk and get to find out more about your claims this morning. And yes, we're getting ready to put a pause on today's sixth plenary session on radio. Before we call it a wrap, I'd like to appreciate you, parliamentarian, for making our time to be part of our discuss this morning. We'll just take one last call, and that will be the end of our conversation. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary. Hello, good morning. Okay, we just lost connection with our parliamentarian. We'll get to wrap it up right here. Thank you very much, parliamentarians, for making it to the floor of the House this morning and making the sixth plenary session live on radio for the year 2023 to be an interesting and exciting session. Thank you for the reports and feedback from the respective unit. Continue to let us know what is happening. And don't forget, within this year, we will be having a platform that will help you easily share information with us on the floor of the House. And many thanks to you once again. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless Akwa Ibom State. And God bless you. Please do not sell your PVC, because that is your power. that is your mantle, and without your PVC, you will not be able to vote in the forthcoming general election. My name is Francis Edet, and through your mandate as the Speaker of the Honorable House, those in favor of us adjoining this plenary session say hi, and those against say no. Well, all of us say aye, and the ayes have it. All right, that's where we call it today. God bless you once again. You have a very beautiful